both affirms our sovereign rights, but also reaffirms the confidence that global investors have in our country's potential. When you look at the United States, very interested in exporting liquefied natural gas, and you look at Greece being an entry point not just for the Greek market, but for the entire region. And of course, you put into the equation the fact that Greek ship owners control a little bit more than a quarter of the global LNG fleet. You understand the profound synergies that our two countries have when it comes to energy cooperation. 6 years ago, when I first came into power, Greece was a little sort of pale dot on the energy market of Europe. We imported enough natural gas to serve, to cover our own needs. This is around 6 billion cubic meters. Now, 17 billion cubic meters of liquefied natural gas and piped gas from Azerbaijan primarily pass through Greece because we are a provider of energy security for the Balkans, and the gas that enters our system through Alexandroupolis is moving up to Ukraine. So you also understand the tremendous potential that Greece has to play a role that expands way beyond our borders. And of course, I listened to John passionately making the case for Greece's safety in this very problematic and turbulent region. And I want all of you to rest assured that my number one priority as an elected leader of this great country is to ensure that the country and our citizens are safe, and we are delivering on this front. When President Trump first spoke about, this was back in 2017, he first spoke about the need for Europeans to take more ownership regarding our own security. And we have always taken this priority very seriously. So we are already spending more than 3% of our GDP on defense. And we realize that this is a necessary price to ensure that we will always defend our sovereignty and our sovereign rights. So when you look at the economic performance of Greece, a country that is producing primary surpluses as we speak, factor in that included in our spending is also significantly higher spending on defense. And when you look at where Greece was 6 years ago and where we are now, we have significantly upgraded our defense capabilities. We are going to be purchasing F-35 jets from the United States. They should arrive before the end of this decade. The next year is going to be enormously important for our Navy. We have procured 4 now ultra-modern French frigates. The first of them, Kimon, is going to arrive in Greece before the end of the year. We are upgrading our F-16 planes. We will be spending more than 28 billion euros on defense over the next decade. Again, as I said, a significant investment, but a necessary investment. And an investment which I hope is also going to create more momentum in the Greek defense industry. There's significant potential for partnerships between Greek companies and American companies when it comes to defense. As the landscape of war is changing and as we absorb the lessons of the Ukrainian conflict, we understand that we also need to be more nimble and focus as much on software as we do on hardware. But thank God we have both the partners and the local talent to ensure that this is actually going to happen. So let me just conclude by saying that all this, everything we've achieved, would not have been possible without the political stability that we currently have in Greece. If you look at what's happening in many other European countries, you will see weak governments that are involved in constant sort of coalition negotiations, unable to take decisions. the Greek people placed their trust in us in 2023, and they elected us with an absolute majority. And it is my obligation, Your Eminence, to honor this trust and to materialize what we told people we would do. And this is giving us a significant comparative advantage compared to other countries. Greece now is a country that punches above its weight. We have an active role in Europe. We are looking at Europe as our family, but also as a supranational institution in need of significant change and modernization, and we are actually driving that change to the best of our ability. But in everything we do, we're always very much aware of the fact that there is another Greece that exists outside the borders of our country. And I think for the first time, I do sense that these ties between the Greek diaspora, not just the Greek American community, but Greeks everywhere in the world, are slowly but steadily becoming stronger as we invest in our diplomatic services. And let me again highlight the tremendous job that our diplomats are doing here in the United States. Opening a parenthesis, we're increasing the budget for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs by 25 million. It's going to be the first significant increase that our diplomats will see.